Yeah.
I do the PA. Could you help with some
Sure.
pronunciation?
Sure.
Appreciate it.
I'm Lou Stowers.
Lou, I'm Andrew.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
Andrew.
meet you. So we got a lot of Andrews.
Yeah, no kidding.
So we got leading off, is it Jovan?
Jovan.
Jovan. Okay, Jovan. And then Camacho, Andrew Cisneros,
Yes.
Andrew Tovar, Sean Mann, Andrew Buglino.
Huh? Or Buglino.
Buglino. Okay. Madden Akko.
Yes.
Okay. Dan Laurie.
Lockery.
Lockery. Aiden. Is
Jabara.
That Jabara. Just how it looks.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Artin.
Artine Bagian.
Okay. Bag. Okay. And then Aiden Melendres.
Yes.
Okay. That should be it. All right. So Jovan, Camacho, Andrew Cisneros, Andrew Tovar, Sean Mann, Andrew Buglino, Madden Akko, Dan Lockery. Is it Lockery?
Lock.
Lock. Like lock.
Yeah.
Okay, Lockery. And then Aiden Jabara, Artine Bagian. Okay. And
Like
then
a
Aiden
bag.
Bagian. Got it. All right. I appreciate it.
You got it, bud. Andrew.
Yes.
Okay. Son of a bitch.
30, Brett Edwards. Now batting for the Pirates, number 4, right fielder, Jovan Camacho.
Welcome to Ventura County Pirates Baseball, brought to you by Rally Sacramento. Rally providing quality screen printing and embroidery for 20 years, and they've supplied the uniforms for the Ventura County Pirates for the past 8 years. The VC coaches' black pullovers were made by Rally Factory. Go to rallyfactory.com or call 916-332-1000. Brett Edwards is firing smoke to Jovan Camacho, and it's 0-2. Beautiful 4th of July day at Cal Lutheran University at Sparky Anderson Field. The Pirates taking on another CCL team, and this one being the Conejo Oaks. The Oaks are in the Southern Division and are in 5th place, and down goes Camacho.
Now batting, shortstop, number 16.
One strikeout for Brett Edwards out of Santa Monica. That'll bring up Andrew Cisneros. Cisneros batting .273 coming in. Fastball, and that's bounced to shortstop. Carson Falskin throws it over to Dylan Jackson. 4-3 on the putout. Andrew Tovar steps in. He'll be followed by Sean Mann, then Andrew Buglino, Madden Akko, Dan Lockery, Aiden Jabara, and Artine Bagian. Pitching for the Pirates today will be Aiden Melendrez. Here comes Edwards' pitch. Nothing but heat so far, and that's down low. Edwards goes to LA Valley College, or went there. He used his 2 years up. Comes from Santa Monica, 6'5", 220 pounds. Tovar steps out. Now the umpires are saying that the boombox from Coach Egan is a little too loud. 1-1, that fastball right down the middle to Tovar. Tovar checking down the line where it's 320 down the right field line, 370 to right center, and 400 to dead center. 1-1 is up high, 2-1. 375 to left center, and a poke down the left field line will get you 370 feet. 325 feet, pardon me. Here comes the 2-1. Lined up the middle, and that's a base hit. Right past Edwards. So a 2-out hit. And that'll bring up Sean Mann.
Now batting, designated hitter number 35, Sean Mann.
Sean, pretty much the MVP of this team. Does it all. Pitches, hits, left field. Coming in batting .244. Fouls that off the mask of the catcher, Bennett Markinson. It's 0-1. The Conejo Oaks in left field, Brady Francisco. Sean Baldino is in center, and Christopher Wright is in right. Edwards checks the runner at first. Curveball, and that's low and away. So 1-1 with 2 down. On the infield for Conejo Oaks, Jack Costello is at third. Carlson Falskin is at short. Nick Leahy is at second. Dylan Jackson is at first, holding on Tovar. And Bennett Markinson can't get that foul tip. But it's 0-2 now to Mann. Or excuse me, 1-2. And on the mound, big Brett Edwards. He's just big. He's not tall and lanky. He's just tall and big. Tovar takes his lead. It's a good one. There he goes, and then the pitch is sent into the right center field gap, but it's slicing into the glove of Christopher Wright. So it's a long out as the wind is blowing that way from third base to right field. But Tovar is stranded at first. So no runs on a hit, a man left. We'll go to the bottom of the first inning. No score Pirates, and the Oaks are coming up to bat against Aiden Melendrez.
Pitching for the Pirates, number 10, Aiden Melendrez.
Ventura County Pirates Baseball is also brought to you by KDOC Construction, remodeling interiors, exteriors for homes and homeowners associations. KDOC specializes in replacing and upgrading balconies and decks. Give James Kennedy a call for a free estimate, 714-746-4501 or kdocconstruction.com. By WFG Insurance. Need life insurance? Need to roll over that old retirement fund into something that won't lose money? Call Cassidy Eden or me, Lou Stowers, at 562-266-7024 for your free personal financial checkup. Sean Baldino steps in to face Aiden Melendrez in the bottom of the first inning. Fastball, and that's on the outside corner for strike one. Can't think of a better way to spend a 4th of July early afternoon. Low and in the dirt, 1-1 now. Melendrez with the 1-1. It's grounded to second base. Bagian picks it up and throws it over to Tovar, 1 down. That'll bring up Brady Francisco.
Left fielder, number 8, Brady Francisco.
Francisco comes in batting .304. Swings and misses at a nice off-speed pitch by Melendrez, 0-1. Fastball that pops the glove of Baglino, but stays outside. So it's 1-1. Fastball, and that's popped up foul. Goes out of the stadium, out of Sparky Anderson Field. Here comes the 1-2. It's grounded. Nice play by Madanako. Throws it in the dirt, and it's dug out by Tovar. But the umpire says Tovar was pulled off the bag. So it'll be an error on Otko.
Now batting, third baseman, number 14, Jack Costello.
So it was a nice play by Madden to get it, but the throw pulled Tovar off the bag. That'll bring up Jack Costello. Tovar holding on Costello, or check that Francisco. Pitches in the dirt, nice block by Baglino. Swing and a miss on a fastball. 1-1. So Francisco is at first. Markinson at the plate. Melendrez gives a look over at first. Not a big lead, and throws over to Tovar. Bounce foul. So it's 1-2 now to Jack Costello. Melendrez gets the sign he wants from Baglino. Looks over at first to Francisco. Tovar holding him on. Here comes the pitch, and that's low. Gets away from Baglino, and Francisco was going anyway. So call that a wild pitch because you don't know if Baglino would have thrown out Francisco. And it's 2-2 to Costello. So a runner in scoring position now for the Oaks. Melendrez trying to get out of this little mess. Curveball is sent down the right field line. Coming on is Camacho to put that away. and fires a strike. Francisco stays right where he is. So let's introduce you to the Pirates in the outfield. Aiden Jabara is in left field. Dan Lockery is in center. Jovan Camacho is in right. Then on the infield from third to first, Matt Inako is at third. At short is Andrew Cisneros. Artine Bagian is at second. Andrew Tovar is at first. Andrew Buglino behind the plate. And Aiden Melendrez on the mound. Big Christopher Wright steps in now. 6'2", 203-pounder. Up from Monterey. A senior at Sonoma State. Fastball in for a strike. So 2 outs, a runner at second, and an 0-1 count to Christopher Wright. Well put together right fielder. Fastball, it's up high and couldn't get around on it. 0-2. Now there is a team up in Sonoma. As a matter of fact, I think they're now in the CCL, called the Sonoma Crushers, and their mascot is a Sasquatch. Well, Christopher Wright's just about that big. Tickled the outside corner, but stayed outside, and it's 1-2. Comes the 1-2, and that's sent high in the air to right center field. On comes, nice catch by Jovan Camacho, and that'll end the inning. No runs, no hits, a man left, and 1 error for the Pirates. No damage done. We'll go to the bottom. How about the top of the second? No score. Right here.
My wife's in Colorado trying to watch this, and it's saying live in 8 hours.
Well, for some reason, I can't get onto YouTube right now.
Okay, so it's nothing on.
Nothing on right now. Sorry.
That's all right. It happens all the time. Where's man?
Now pitching for the Oaks, number 40, Avery. Foul.
Top of the second inning, it'll be Andrew Buglino, Matt Inako, and Dan Lockery to face Brett Edwards. Oh, actually, we got a new pitcher on the mound. It's a left-hander. First pitch is fouled off to the right side by Buglino. And that's Avery Tao. So Edwards goes 1 inning. No runs on a hit and a strikeout. Gives way to Avery Tao. This one is popped up, the 1-1 pitched, and goes out of play. So 1-2 to Buglino. Avery Tao is a sophomore from Palos Verdes Estates, but goes to UC Davis. 6'1", 185-pounder. Breaking ball stays up high, and it's 2-2 to Buglino. Three and two. Tao is 1-1, as this one's pulled foul past George Verneau, coaching at third base, the head coach and general manager. Scotty Egan is coaching at first. Next one is flied into left field. Brady Francisco puts that away. One down for Madanako.
Now batting third baseman number
Tao has an ERA of 4.5.
Octo.
And has struck out 4 and walked 1 in his 4 innings of work. First pitch to Akko is in for a strike. Next pitch is low, but it's fouled, and it's 0-2 to Madden. Next pitch is called strike 3. So 2 down for Dan Lockery.
Now batting center fielder number 1.
The umpires for today's game, behind home plate, Dwayne Finley. Tom Fitzpatrick is the first base side, and patrolling third base is Andrew Marquez. Fastball right down the middle for a strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So this being a non-league game for the Oaks, they might just be cleaning out the bullpen today. Next pitch is poked down the right field line, and that's going to be fair. Lockery sees that he has a chance and takes 2. So a 2-out double for Dan Lockery. Good piece of hitting by Danny. That's good to see.
Now batting left fielder number 32, Aiden Jabara.
That'll bring up Aiden Jabara. Fastball down low. Good stop by Markinson. And that keeps Lockery at second. Aiden looking for a school home. Used up his 2 years at Antelope Valley College. Fastball, and that's fouled back. So it's 1-1 to Aiden. The 6'7" left fielder for the Pirates today. Lockery goes. The throw down to third and out at third. is Lockery. Don't know if it was a hit and run or not, but it was taken by Lockery. Taken by Jabara. And Lockery is out 2-5. So no runs, a 2-out double. Dan Lockery is left. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning with the score 0-0, Pirates and Oaks. And also want to tell you that you can follow the Ventura County Pirates on social media. Go to V County Pirates for team news and leave your comments. That's V County Pirates on Instagram, Facebook. And you can support the Ventura County Pirates and look good doing it. Buy some gear. Buy the red or black fitted hats like the players and coaches wear, and are available at every home game. Just stop by the press box and get yours for $35. And the new Ventura County Pirates t-shirts are available with our new logo on the back. Men's crew cut and women's V-neck shirts available for $25 and kids for $20. Get them at the game or online at vcbucks.com. And they are very handsome.
Now batting, catcher, number 9, Bennett Parkinson.
Bennett Markinson, Dylan Jackson, and Max Odd on to face Aiden Melendrez. Slider in for a strike. Markinson batting .200. Looks at ball one. 1-1 pitch, and that's in the dirt. 2-1. Markinson is just down the freeway from Tarzana and goes to the Big Ten school, Northwestern, where he's a junior. Fastball, and that just missed. Now it's 3-1. Down low, and that's ball 4. That one was more of a ball than the last pitch. So with nobody out, the leadoff man is on via the walk, and the walks have just been really killing the Pirates. They made a short walk on the plank for the Pirates and have contributed mainly to the recent losses. Here comes Dylan Jackson, the first baseman. Fastball down the middle for a strike. Also, the Pirate pitchers have been hitting batters. So that's got to be distressing to George Verneau. Throw back over to Tovar, and Markinson is back in time. Aiden Melendrez, 6'1", 180-pounder, a third-year sophomore, Rio Hondo College and West Hills College. Another throw back over there to first base. And Markinson is back. Looks bigger than his listed 6 feet. Has a decent lead over at first. And he's going to go. Pitch is low. The throw down is there, but high. So Markinson steals the base and stole that one off of Melendrez. So the pitch was low to Jackson, so that's 1-1 now with nobody out. Fastball down the middle, a little bit up, and Jackson swings through it, 1-2. Boy, if you ever needed a strikeout, here it is, with nobody out and a runner at second. Feels like it's in the 80s here in Thousand Oaks at Cal Lutheran University, or Moore Park. Here comes the 1-2, and that's down low. Nice stop by Buglino. 2-2. But we have a breeze coming on shore. And it's blowing Old Glory from the third base line to right center field. Kind of swirling back as well. This one's popped up. Buglino coming back. Has a beat on it. Makes the catch. And that's just as good as a strikeout. Boy, Buglino had to fight the wind swirling back around this way from right field back towards home, and then the backspin, and then the sun. So good play by Andrew. Probably one of the hardest plays to do in baseball is to catch a pop foul behind home plate. That brings up Max Odd, the designated hitter. Odd also attended LA Valley College, where the Pirates haven't been in a while. Slider. In for a strike. Odd from Woodland Hills, 6'3", 205-pounder. Oh and 1 to him. Markinson on at second. Melendrez looks back. And there he goes to third. Swing and a miss. So that's a strike. The throw is up high. Gets away from Akko. So Markinson steals third base. And it's 0-2 to Odd with one down. Melendrez looks at Markinson at third, deals, and it's up high, 1-2. One-two pitch, and that's fouled at the plate. Remains 1-2. Melendrez into the stretch, and this one's smoked into right center field. Back goes Lockery, and that's going to one-hop the wall. Here comes Markinson in to score. Lockery throws it in, but by the time it gets into the infield, Max Odd has himself an RBI double. And it's 1-0 Oaks.
Now batting, second baseman, number 33, Nick Leahy.
That brings up Nick Leahy. So George Renault comes out to talk to, well, it looks like he wants to talk to his infield, pretty much not to Aiden Melendrez. So it's 1-0 Oaks. Dwayne Finley, the home plate umpire, will go out there and try to hurry things along. Thank you. Hope you're having a wonderful 4th of July. If the Pirates could get a win, don't care what happens after that. Nick Leahy steps in, the second baseman, and Melendrez steps off the mound to get Odd back to second. Fastball is low and outside to Leahy, and it's 1-0. This one sent high in the air to center field, and it drops in for a base hit. Here comes Odd to score, and it's 2-0 on the RBI single by Nick Leahy. That brings up Carson Falskin.
Shortstop, number 1, Carson Falskin.
So 2 long road trips, at least on the driving end, for the Pirates. One to San Luis Obispo this week, and then here in Thousand Oaks. First pitch in for a strike to Falskin, where the Pirates really had a disappointing loss. Thought they had the Blues, and it's 0-2 now to Falskin with only 1 out. Falskin, 5'11", 190 from Newbury Park, but he goes to North Carolina State, part of the Wolfpack. So the Pirates tied up the ball game at 7-7, and there goes the runner, but it's fouled at the plate, 0-2. So Leahy will have to go back to first. Pirates took the lead in the top of the 10th, 10-7, and then the wind fell off the sails in the bottom of the 10th, ended up losing 11-10. Breaking pitch just missed. 1-2 to Falskin. Lots of good talent on this Oaks team. Here comes the 1-2, and that's pulled foul into the Oaks dugout. Runner goes, and the pitch is lined into center field for a base hit. On to third goes Leahy, and the throw is picked up by Akko. Not advancing is Falskin. But runners at the corners with one out for the Oaks. That'll bring up the top of the order and Sean Baldino. Pirates will develop a double play. Nice pickoff move by Melendrez, as Falskin was leaning that way towards second base. Head coach for the Oaks is David Solis. Had a chance to talk to him before the game. Almost got him. Melendrez with a great pickoff move. Just barely missed getting Falskin, who has a very decent lead. Fastball, and that's on the outside corner for strike one. Just the first pitch to Blandino. Throws back over. Right on the bag. But back in time is Falskin. Here comes the 0-1. The runner goes, pitches away, and the throw is in time. So Buglino throws out Falskin. 2-4. 2-4 caught stealing, and the pitch was a ball to Blandino. And it's 1-1. So all those pickoff moves came into play. Slider slides in just low. Now it's 2-1. So 2 down and 2 in for the Oaks. 2-0. Bottom of the second. This one's pulled foul. Sent it a long way, but it's a long foul ball. Two and two with 2 down. 2-0 Oaks. Man at third. Curveball just misses. 3-2. Buglino was holding it there for Dwayne Finley. But Dwayne said nope. Curveball, and that's sent up high down the right field line. Incoming Camacho, and he puts it away for the third out. But 2 runs come in on 3 hits and a man left at third. We'll go to the top of the third inning with the Pirates trailing 2-0.
As we continue the celebration of the league's 30th season, watch the CCL 30 Showcase game on Wednesday, July 12th at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Valley Sports TV. CCL's top players will showcase their talents at the MLB Youth Academy in Compton, California. Pre-game workout will begin at 3 p.m., followed by the inaugural Showcase game Home Run Derby. Tickets will be available at the game. For more information, visit calsummerball.com. Be sure to follow the action on social media using the hashtags CCL 30 years and CCL baseball. Now batting, left fielder number 42, Aiden Ibarra.
Top of the third we go. Curveball stays up to Aiden Jabara. And it's 1-0. Avery Tao is back in for his second inning of work. Another curveball, and that finds the strike zone, 1-1. A high strike. Two runs on 3 hits for the Oaks. 44 pitches total for Melendrez. Pitches up high to Jabara, 2-2. Aiden batting .231. This one sent down the right field line, but foul. Went off the end of the bat. Fastball, and that's sent up the middle and through for a base hit. So a leadoff hit for Jabbar and the Pirates, and that's their third hit of the game. That one bounced by Tao as he was going off to his right, the momentum taking him that way, and the ball just got by Tao and into center field. That'll bring up Artine Bagian around a bunt, but was hit. And he is awarded first base. So now David Solis is coming out to talk to Dwayne Finley, the umpire. Solis, the head coach for the Oaks, probably saying he being Bagian was around a bunt. Now we've seen it in the game here earlier where a runner was, or a batter was squaring to bunt, was hit, and it was called a foul ball. So I guess it's ump's discretion. But you know what? The Pirates need all the help they can get. So now they're talking about, the umpires are talking about it. Dwayne Finley, Tom Fitzpatrick, and Andrew Marquez. And waiting at the plate is Jovan Camacho. So right now, at least, Aiden Jabbar is at second. Artine Bagian is at first. Support the Ventura County Pirates and look good doing it. Buy some gear. Buy the red or black fitted hats like the players and coaches wear, and they're available at every home game. Just stop by the press box and get yours for just $35. And the new Ventura County Pirates t-shirts are coming. They have our new logo on the back. They're white shirts, and man, are they handsome. Or for the women, very stylish. We have men's crew cuts, women's V-neck shirts for $25, and kids' shirts for $20. Get them at the game or online. Order yours at vcbucks.com. So the umpires are still conferring out near the pitcher's mound. Well, they're taking a lot of time talking about this. Taken so long, in fact, that Avery Tao and Bennett Markinson, the pitcher and catcher respectively, are just playing catch. So they stick with it, and Dwayne Finley's original decision sticks.
Now batting, right fielder, number 4, Jovan Camacho.
So it's 2-0 Oaks. 2 on, and nobody out for Jovan Camacho. Fastball, and that's in for a strike. Camacho batting .283. Squaring around a bunt was Camacho, but got the bat out of the way. It's 1-0, or 1-1, pardon me. Jabara in scoring position, now bunts by Camacho does. And out at third is Jabara. But it was a good bunt. But one of the reasons it didn't work, a couple of reasons it didn't work. Camacho's on first on a fielder's choice. Jabara's out 1-5. On to second goes Bagian. And that'll bring up Andrew Cisneros. If he gets on base, it'll be Andrew Tovar. Camacho bunted it towards third base. This one's lined and caught by the second baseman, Leahy, and that doubles off Camacho, who was already on his way to second base. So we'll get back to that. The double play. Line out 4 and then 4-3. I guess we can talk about it now. As well reset the scoreboard. Been very remiss in doing that. I apologize. So Camacho bunts it between third and the baseline and the pitcher's mound. Avery Tao is left-handed, so he was falling off the mound towards third base. So his momentum was already taking him that way, so he got to the ball quick. Aiden Jabara looked like it was taking him a little bit of time to get to third base, and he was out even though Tao had an easy throw over there to Jack Costello. So if Camacho could have bunted it up the first base line, then it would have been successful because Tao would have been on the third base side because of his inertia, taking him towards third base. See, so geometry works in baseball. And we'll be back for the bottom of the third on the Ventura County Pirates Baseball Club YouTube channel.
Now batting, left fielder number 8, Brady Francisco.
Bottom of the third inning we go. It'll be Brady Francisco, Jack Costello, and Christopher Wright to face Aiden Melendrez. In his third inning of work, fastball is up high. 1-0. Francisco was on an error. Swing and a miss. Strike one, 1-1. It appears that the official score for the Oaks scored it a hit. Inside with the fastball, now 2-1. But I'm going to keep it an error because Madden Otko made a nice play on it and threw it across to first where Tovar couldn't handle the throw. Curveball, and that's fouled back. 2-2. Two to nothing Oaks. Bottom of the third. Slow curveball is in for strike three. Brady Francisco walks away dejectedly. And that's the first strikeout for Melendrez.
Now batting, third baseman number 14, Jack Costello.
That'll bring up Jack Costello. 0 for 1, flied out to right field his first at bat. Cracks his bat and lines this one into right center field for a base hit. You're one of the parents saying firewood. And those hardwood bats ain't cheap.
Right fielder number 32, Chris Wright.
So Costello is at first, and Chris Wright steps in. The big right fielder for the Oaks. Fastball. Outside. Wright is 0 for 1 as he flied out to right field to end the bottom of the first. Fastball. Swung on and missed, 1-1. Got a nice crowd here from the Pirates. They'd love to have something to cheer about. Melendrez with a pickoff move gets Costello to go back to first. I don't know if you can see it, but there's even a couple of people at the center field sign. Curveball, and that was called a ball. 2-1. Actually, there's 4 people out there in center and right center looking over the fence. Not quite catbird seats. So 2-1 with 1 down, runner at first. And swung on and missed. 2-2. Costello not with a big lead, being held on by Tovar. Choking up is Wright. This one's hit the other way to third base. Otko knocks it down but can't pick it up. So that'll be an infield hit. So going over to second is Jack Costello.
Now batting.
And on at first on the infield hit is Christopher Wright.
Markinson.
Bennett Markinson, the catcher, steps in. And Melendrez looking over the infield to see how they're going to set up. Double play depth and a good stop by Baglino, but far enough away that Costello advances down to third. Staying at first is Wright. So the count is 1-0 to Markinson. Slider stays up and is fouled off to the right. Aiden Melendrez with the pitch. It's a fastball, and it's 1-2 now to Bennett Markinson. Here's another spot where a strikeout would really help out. With one down, runners at the corners, and trailing by 2. Melendrez. Ground ball to shortstop, picked up by Cisneros. On to second for one, on to first. Double play. That works too. So 6-4-3 on the double play. And down go the Oaks. No runs on 2 hits and 1 man left. And we'll go to the top of the fourth. 2-0 Oaks over the Pirates.
Now pitching for the Oaks, number 5, Scott Radinsky. Ventura County Pirates baseball is brought to you by Rally Factory, Sacramento.
Rally Factory providing quality spring screen printing and embroidery for 20 years. And they've provided the uniforms for the Ventura County Pirates for 8 of those years. Go to rallyfactory.com or call 916-332-1000. Top of the fourth we go. And a new pitcher for the Oaks, it's Scott Radinsky. First pitch to Tovar is fouled off. And this one's lined at second base, hit right on the screws. But Leahy handles that. And one down for Sean Mann.
Designated hitter number 35, Sean Mann.
If you recognize the name Scott Radinsky, if you're an older fella or lady, a baseball fan, it should sound familiar. He's the son of former major leaguer Scott Radinsky. First pitch is low and away. Scott's from the area, went to high school around here, then was drafted by the Chicago White Sox. Fastball is up high, 2-0 to Sean Mann, who's 0-1. Flied out to right field his only time up. Here comes the 2-0, and that's low, 3-0. Over the plate, but low. So Scott Sr. also had a punk rock band. Guitarist, frontman, and wrote a lot of the songs. This one's low. And Sean Mann can go as the timeout has not been called. Well, he wasn't paying attention either, but he got his walk, and he was walking.
Now batting, catcher number 6.
So the senior Radinsky
Buglino.
tried to keep the punk rock world of his life away from the baseball world of his life. If you can imagine, he had the clean-cut look player, but he was playing in a punk rock band. Kind of like Scott Spezio. Buglino squares around to bunt, but looks at strike one. Man not really going anywhere. So life was sailing along for Scott Radinsky, pitching in the major leagues and playing in his punk band. Then he got cancer. Fastball, and that's fouled away. 0-2 to Buglino, who's 0-1. But boy, what a spot for Andrew, who represents the tying run, as George Vernal going over the signs with Andrew Buglino. Sean Mann on at first with a leadoff walk, being held on by Jackson. Curveball, did he go around? Yes, says Andrew Marquez. So down goes Buglino on the check swing strikeout. So a walk and a strikeout for Radinsky, and that brings up Madden Akko. So Radinsky was diagnosed with lymphoma, and that was before they had the super chemos they do now. And he was pretty sick. This one is fouled down the right field line and out of play. 0-1 to Akko. Well, I guess you're not kind of sick when you have cancer. But Scott fought through it and made it back. Pitched for a few more years, not only with the White Sox, but with the Angels. And ended up being a bullpen coach for Mike Scioscia's Angels. Man goes, and the pitch is fouled back. 0-2 to Akko. So where is Scott Radinsky now? Well, he's the pitching coach for the Conejo Oaks. What a great opportunity to have your son as one of your tutelage pitchers. Here it's 0-2 with 2 down, a curveball, and that's inside. It's 1-2. So I had a chance to reintroduce myself to Scott. Hadn't changed a bit. There goes Mann. The pitch is over the head, and the pitch is high, and in with a stolen base is Sean Mann at second. So the pitch was a ball to Otko, so that's 2-2. If it was a diving meet, he might have gotten a 6. But doesn't matter when you're out there and you get the stolen base. Fastball outside, now 3-2 to Otko, who's really having a good at bat against Scott Radinsky. Radinsky from Simi Valley. Fastball outside, and Otko earns a walk against Radinsky. Had an 0-2 count and fought back. Radinsky is a sophomore at Santa Barbara Community College, 6 foot 190. That brings up Dan Lockery. Lockery had a double back in the second inning, just blooping one down the right field line. So the tying run is at first. Pitch is up high from Radinsky to Lockery. 1-0. Lockery was out trying to steal third base back in that second inning. Time is called. Big moment for the Pirates offense, trailing 2-0. Now it's 2-0 to Lockery with 2 down. So Lockery looking for that 2-out something. Fouls this one off down the right field line and out of play. So it's 2-1. See if Lockery can light a Roman candle here. 2-1. Fastball low, 3-1. Oaks have another pitcher warming up down the left field line. Aiden Jabara on deck for the Pirates. Fastball outside, and now that loads up the bases. So Sean Mann is at third. Madden Otko is at second. And Dan Lockery is at first for Aiden Jabara, who's 1 for 1. Had a single up the middle. So now Dad comes out, Scott Radinsky. And he doesn't look like he's being very complimentary to his son. So after he whacks him over the head with the newspaper, he gives him a pat on the butt, says, "Get it done." So Scott agreed to do a Lunch with Legends podcast to me real soon. So stay tuned. Here's Aiden Jabara in a big spot for the Pirates. Looks at a pitch low. With Radinsky being wild in the strike zone, might as well wait him out. With man at third, Otko at second, and Lockery at first, all there via the walk. And it's 2-0 now to Jabara. Fastball fouled into the glove and out of the glove of Markinson. It's 2-1. Two outs, bases loaded for the Pirates. Jabara with a 2-1 pitch, swings and misses at that fastball. Now the count is even at 2-2. So Jabara choking up just a bit. Just trying to make contact. Infield and outfield straight away. Here comes the 2-2. Grounded up the middle and through for a base hit. Here comes Mann to score. Right behind him is Otko on a 2-run single by Aiden Jabara. It's all tied up at 2.
Now batting, second baseman number 12, Baggy.
That one had to feel great for young Aiden Jabara. A 2-run single ties the game at 2 off of Scott Radinsky. Lockery is at second, the go-ahead run. And Artine Bagian is at bat. He was hit by the pitch back in the third inning, so still 2 down. Fastball in for a strike to Aiden, or Artine, pardon me. So what a hit, a timely hit, clutch hit. This one's a clutch hit. Nope, it's just looped into the glove of Nick Leahy. Thought it might have gone into right field, but clutch hit by Aiden Jabara. With the bases loaded, a 2-run single ties the game up at 2 as we go into the bottom of the 4th on the Ventura County Pirates Baseball Club YouTube channel. I'm sorry. What do you want me to do?
You can do.
First, the amateur baseball development group, founded by Mike Sosha, Randy Riley, Kevin Munoz, and Amy Ashford, and the official hat sponsor of the California Collegiate League is the Conejo Lopes, Richardson Sports. Hats are for sale at the front gate. Now batting, first baseman number 10, Dylan Jackson.
Bottom of the 4th we go. Aiden Melendrez going into his 4th inning of work. Pops this one down the third baseline, and Otko says he can't see it, but Andrew Cisneros saves the day. That was in fair territory. So 1 pitch, 1 out.
Number 19, the DH, Max Ade.
Max Audet steps in, had an RBI double back in the second inning. Melendrez, fastball, and that one's sent into right field for a one-out base hit. Sixth hit on the day for the Pirates.
Now batting, second baseman, number 33, Nick Leahy.
But in the top of the inning, 2 of the 3 walks came back to bite the Oaks, and the Pirates say thank you very much, as they've been suffering through walk scoring. First pitch to Leahy is low and away for ball 1. Nick, the second baseman for the Oaks, had an RBI single back in the second inning, or a walk. Bit the Pirates. Melendrez with that good move over to first base, keeping Audet at first. Fastball inside. 2-0 to Leahy. Audet over at first. Enrolled at LA Valley College, being held on by Tovar, and back in time. Leahy, from right here in Newbury Park, goes to UC Davis. Curveball, and that stays outside. 3-0. Pitches inside for ball 4. So that puts the go-ahead run at second and Leahy down at first.
Now batting, shortstop, number 1,
That'll bring up Carson Falskin. And that might be it for Aiden Melendrez. Is George Renault coming out to the mound with a Pirate in the bullpen. So George, given who's ever out there some time to warm up. Could be Brody Brown. Could be Jesse Gadd warming up. I believe it's Brody Brown. So Melendrez stays out there for now, as Renault giving, I believe it's Brody Brown, some time to warm up. Fastball low and away to Falskin, who's 1 for 1 and then was caught stealing. Had a base hit to center field and was caught stealing. There's 2-2 here in the bottom of the fourth. Runners at first and second. And it's now 2-0 to Falskin. A 1-out base hit followed by a 1-out walk. Curveball, and that bends in for a strike. 2-1. Nice pitch by Aiden. Harteen Bagian playing right over the bag at second base. Looking for the double play with 1 out. Curveball, strike 2. 2-2. So the important thing for Melendrez and the Pirates to do here in the bottom of the 4th is to try to keep the Oaks from scoring, especially after the Pirates scored 2 to tie it up in the top of the 4th. Melendrez spins off the mound and chases Audet back. Baggy and Melendrez checking signs. Fastball, and that stays down. So it's 3-2 now to Carson Falskin with 1 out. And a 3-2 count. Both runners will be off. So time is called as the ball gets away. Gets away from the bullpen catcher. Three and two, 1 out. Runners at second and first. Melendrez. Runners go, and the pitch is swung on and fouled at the plate on a curveball. So we'll reset. Bagian comes in to say something to his pitcher, Aiden Melendrez. Gives a look back at Audet. Here comes the 3-2, and that's sent high to center fielder. Lockery puts it away. Tagging and going to third is Audet. And at first, Dan Lockery came in on the ball a couple of steps and then saw it was going a little further and had to run back on the ball. So it was deep enough to get the go-ahead run to third for the Oaks. And that'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Sean Blandino. On at first, Nick Leahy. Pickoff move wasn't Melendrez's best one. Blandino 0 for 2. Bounced out to second and then flew out to right field. So Melendrez and Tovar trying to keep Leahy close. Meanwhile, over at third base, is Nick Audet. Fouled at the plate, 0-1. 2-2, Pirates and Oaks on 4th of July. Glad you joined us for your pre-barbecue and fireworks festivities. Our next game is tomorrow at LA Valley College. 4 o'clock against the Arroyo Seco Sentinels. Why don't you come on by and say hi? Next pitch, and that's low and inside, 1-1. 1-1, 2 down. Runners at third and first. At the corners, Aiden Melendrez in his fourth inning of work. On a hot day, there goes the runner, and the pitch is sent high in the air to center field. Dan Lockery puts that away, and that ends the threat. So no runs on a hit, 2 men left, and we'll go to the bottom of the fourth with the Pirates looking to take the lead against the Oaks. It's all tied at 2 on the Ventura County Pirates Baseball Club YouTube channel.
Now pitching for the Oaks, number 15, DJ Contreras. Now batting, right fielder, number 4, Jovan Camacho.
Top of the fifth, and it will be Jovan Camacho, Andrew Cisneros, and Andrew Tovar. To face new pitcher DJ Contreras. Three and 0 now to Camacho. Contreras from Las Vegas. High strike, 3-1, is Camacho taken all the way. Contreras from Las Vegas, but he goes to University of Maryland. Big ACC school. Next pitch is a ball, and that's a leadoff walk for the Pirates and Camacho. And we'll see if Cisneros will try to bunt over Camacho. Contreras in his 7th inning of work with a 5-5 record. Bunts it, but it's straight up in the air and goes behind Markinson. So strike 1. So Contreras, yep, here you see why he walked the leadoff batter, has 9 walks against 4 strikeouts. Has an ERA of 7.5. So even though he's big and fast, he can hit him. Cisneros looking to bunt, does. It's a high hopper picked up by Markinson. The sacrifice works, 2-3, But on the play, Camacho goes into scoring position and is the go-ahead run out there. That brings up Andrew Tovar. And the wind is blowing that way. That way being right field. And Tovar can get you a couple runs in a hurry right now. He fouls this one off, 0-1. Fastball, and that's pulled to first base. Dylan Jackson does it himself, 3 unassisted, but on the play, down to third base goes Camacho. So it'll have to be a 2-out something, and this is the man you want it to do it, Sean Mann. Mann is 0 for 1 with a walk and a stolen base, and came around to score the first Pirates run on the 2-run single by Aiden Jabara. Fastball stays inside. Fastball that's overthrown a bit, stays outside. 2-0. Jovan Camacho is at third, talking with George Vrano. Man just wants to hit it, get a 2-out something. Low. 3-0. Contreras, 3-0 inside, and Mann takes a 2-out walk. So Mann not really getting a pitch to hit, and that'll bring up Andrew Buglino.
Now batting, catcher number 6, Andrew Buglino.
Andrew coming in, batting .348. He does have 1 home run. That was back at home at LA Valley College. Swing and a miss on a slider by Contreras. It's 0-1. Andrew is 0 for 2. Flew out to left field and then struck out swinging. Tried to hold up, couldn't do it, and the umpire said he swung. Runner goes. The pitch is bounced. Markinson can't see it. And then here comes the runner from third, Jovan Camacho, sliding under the tag from DJ Contreras. And that makes the game 3-2 Pirates over the Oaks. So a wild pitch. Sean Mann win on the pitch to steal the base. And the pitch was a ball. As Buglino sends it high into the air, into center field, coming on in a hurry is Blandino. And that ends the inning. But a wild pitch and a walk, actually 2 walks in the inning, by Contreras and the Oaks contribute to the lead run. And the Pirates lead the Oaks 3-2. Going into the bottom of the 5th inning on the Ventura County Pirates Baseball Club YouTube channel. Yeah.
Is it JP Care? Is it?
JP Care.
Care?
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Now pitching for the Pirates, number 22, J.P. Care. Now batting, left fielder, number 8, Brady Francisco.
JP Care coming on to pitch for the Ventura County Pirates, taking over for Aiden Melendrez, who went 4 innings, did a terrific job in this hot weather. Care will face Brady Francisco as he throws ball one to him. Then Jack Costello, and Chris Wright. The other fastball, and that's up high. Just has to bring that down a bit. JP, 6 foot, 185 pounder. Went to Chapman College, now sends this one up high and foul. 2-1. Bottom of the 5th, 3-2 Pirates. Nice fastball, but that was down low, so it's 3-1. Umpires, Dwayne Finley at first. On the bases, Tom Fitzpatrick and Andrew Marquez. Fastball, and that bounces. That was a 61-footer. So the leadoff man is on with a walk, and Brady Francisco. That'll bring up Jack Costello.
Now batting, third baseman, number 14, Jack Costello.
So Francisco definitely a threat to steal. And we'll see J.P. Care's pickoff move. Costello is 1 for 1. Fastball low. 1-0. Costello 1 for 1. Had a base hit and was stranded at third in the 3rd inning. Another throw over to first. Francisco's back. The 3rd inning, is where the Pirates ended the inning with a 6-4-3 double play. Next pitch is in for a strike, 1-1. Kerr throwing over to first. Back is Francisco. Ventura County Pirates Baseball is brought to you by KDOC Construction, remodeling interiors and exteriors for homes and homeowner associations. KDOC specializes. There goes the runner. This one is sent down the right field line, and it's cut off. But on the play to third base goes Francisco, as Camacho cut it off from going down the line. So the hit and run is successful. And with nobody out, Chris Wright steps in. And the tying run is 90 feet away. So let's finish up with KDOC. They specialize in replacing and upgrading balconies and decks. Give James Kennedy a call for a free estimate. 714-746-4501. Wright choking up on the bat. Pops this one up. Buglino going over trying to get it, and it just goes into the stands. Boy, that would have been huge. So runners at the corners. Francisco at third, Costello at first on the hit and run single. Christopher Wright. Oh, the ball gets away on the pickoff move, and it goes not into the dugout, but that allows the run to score on the error. The throw was a good one. I'm going to have to give that error to Tovar, because Tovar caught the ball, swung his glove around to tag Costello, and then it flew out of his glove. Fastball is low, 1-1. So the tying run comes in, unearned, as the leadoff walk comes in on an error. Fastball, and that's up high, 2-1. So the Pirates, now Andrew Buglino going out to talk to J.P. Kerr, try to calm him down a bit. Just been a frustrating week or two for the Pirates, with walks and little mistakes here and there, costing them leads and games. 2-1 the count with nobody out to Chris Wright. Off-speed pitch, and that finds the strike zone, 2-2. Man, what a beautiful day in Southern California, specifically Thousand Oaks, Moore Park, Newbury Park, at Cal Lutheran University, where the game is tied at 3. The Pirates and the Oaks. Line drive, base hit into center field. Lockery comes up with it, and the runner is held at third. So good defense by Lockery to get the ball back in a hurry. But Jack Costello comes down to third base. Chris Wright is on with his second hit of the day. So the Pirates' defense on the infield is set up to give up a run to get a double play. Nice stop by Buglino as that pitch was low. 1-0 to Bennett Markinson, who's 0 for 1 with a walk, 2 stolen bases and a run scored. Breaking ball in for strike 1 to Markinson. Markinson scored that run in the 2-run second inning for the Oaks. A run in here, so 2 runs in via the walk. Snap throw down from Boglino to Tovar. And back in a hurry is Wright. Chris looks like he can move for a big kid. 6'2", 203. That's football big. Curveball, and that's sent down the line foul. Running for it and is Camacho and Tovar, but they can't catch up with it. And it's 1-2 to Markinson. Jack Costello is at third with a base hit, and then Chris Wright with another base hit is on at first. 3-3, Pirates and Oaks. There goes the runner. The pitch is fouled back. So Wright will have to go back to first. Still nobody out. Runners at the corners for the Oaks. They have a run in. Kerr making sure that Wright stays close to first base. One and two, nobody out. Pitch is grounded foul up the third baseline. So it remains 1-2. Pitcher starting to warm up in the bullpen for the Pirates. Pitch gets away from Kerr and Boglino, and coming in to score is Jack Costello on the wild pitch. Down to second base goes Wright. So 2 runs come in, and they're both unearned. Ball gets away from the Pirates bullpen. And Sean Mann comes to get it. So you can just see the frustration on the Pirate faces. Another pitch, and that gets away from Kerr again, goes over the head of Boglino. And down to third base goes Chris Wright. So it's 3-2 now. And still nobody out. Fastball, line drive, off of the glove of Cisneros and into center field. And that will allow Wright to score. And 3 runs are in to make it 5-2, or 5-3, excuse me. Oaks over the Pirates. And we'll call that a hit. And you knew as George Renaud comes out to talk to J.P. Kerr, and Kerr comes out of the inning. gave up 3 runs on 3 hits, and his responsibility is Markinson. So George Verneau, thoroughly frustrated, was counting on Care to eat some innings today. Didn't even get an out. Looks like Brody Brown is out there to pitch. It'll be Brody Brown to come on to take over for J.P. Care in the bottom of the 5th inning. So 3 hits and a walk and at least 3 runs given up by J.P. Care. And Brody Brown comes on to pitch relief. A fastball pops the glove of Baglino, but it's high. So Brown, normally a catcher, 5'11", 200 pounds, West Hills College and Metro State University in Denver. Called on to pitch. Fastball foul tipped into the glove of Baglino. And Dylan Jackson has a count 1-1. Runner at first is Bennett Markinson. The pickoff throw is a little wild, gets out of the glove, but Markinson doesn't go anywhere. Brady Francisco led off the bottom of the 5th with a walk. Then a single by Costello and a single by Wright. And that scored a couple of runs. And then Markinson with a single off of the glove of Cisneros at shortstop. And all of a sudden 3 runs are in. And it's a 3-1 count to Dylan Jackson. So the Pirates scored the go-ahead run, but can't hold the Oaks, who are on a 2-game losing streak. Fastball, and that's fouled back. So it's 3-2. So the Pirates are still looking to get their first out against the Oaks. Fastball is low. So Markinson goes to second. And Jackson is on at first with the walk. That'll bring up Max Audet. Audet spells that A-U-D-E. However you spell it, Max is 2 for 2. Fastball from Brown is up high. Audet had an RBI single or a double in the second inning and singled and was stranded at third back in the fourth. Fastball in for a strike. Still nobody out. 2 on. And 3 runs in for the Oaks. Fastball sails outside. 2-0. Pardon me, 2-1. So 2 walks and an error contributing to the 3 runs. Another pitch is outside, 3-1. And this one's popped up into right field. And Jovan Camacho puts that away. So there's the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Nick Leahy.
Now batting, second baseman, number 33, Nick Leahy.
Leahy is 1 for 1 with a walk. Had an RBI single back in the second inning. Here it's 5-3. Swing and a miss. Brody Brown on the mound. Normally you'd see him behind the plate, but he's been asked by George Verneau to come on and restore some order. Fastball up high and inside. 1-1 with 1 out. Well, the thermometer here says a 71, maybe with the wind chill factor. This one's a curveball, and that's sent down foul down the left field line. 1-2. But it sure feels more like it's close to 80. Old Glory in the background over the center field fence, blowing from the left field foul pole to the right field foul pole. Markinson is second, Jackson at first. 1 out. 1-2 is the count to Leahy. Brown, fastball up high. So it's 2-2. Sean Mann is warming up in the Pirates bullpen. So it's 2-2 to Leahy. Curveball, and that's bounced up the first baseline Buglino has it and throws it, but Tovar can't handle it. Little bit of confusion out there. Buglino had to take the ball, but by the time he did, Leahy beat it out. So that loads the bases for Carson Falskin.
Now batting, shortstop, number 1, Carson Falskin.
Falskin is 1 for 1. Had a base hit to center field and was caught stealing. That was in the second inning. And then flew out to center field back in the fourth. Breaking ball stays inside, and it's 1-0. Swing and a miss on a changeup. And it's 1-1. Curveball, and that bounces into the chest of Buglino, and it's 2-1. Curveball, and that's fouled at the plate. 2-2. Runner at first not being held on, Nick Lee. And breaking ball is low, and Falskin did not swing, says Andrew Marquez. Or excuse me, that's Tom Fitzsimmons. So it's 3-2 to Falskin. Runners at second and first with 2 outs. Runners go. The pitch is called, strike 3. Falskin says, oh, no, it wasn't. Finley says, oh, yeah, it was. So a big strikeout for Brody Brown and the Pirates. But 3 runs come in on 3 hits and an error, a wild pitch, and 2 walks. So we'll go to the top of the 6th inning with the Pirates trailing the Oaks 5-3. Top of the 6th we go. And a fly ball sent into right field. Taken by Chris Wright, and he puts it away. And down goes Madanako to lead off the top of the 6th. That'll bring up Dan Lockery. Well, we missed an out of the baseline out. And that was Nick Leahy. When the ball was dribbled up the first baseline, Leahy went out of the baseline and was called out. And bunt try is caught. 2 quick outs. Dan Lockery trying to bunt his way on. And nothing's going right. Ever since Aiden Jabara, that is, had the 2-run single.
Sorry, no, you're good, you're good.
First pitch into Aiden is in for a strike. Aiden is 2 for 2. 2 singles right back up the middle. The big one was the 2-run single. So walks have contributed to both the Pirates and the Oaks on the scoreboard. Fastball, and even Aiden with his 6'10 reach, 6'7 reach. Couldn't get that one, and it's 1-2. So 2 quick outs on the first 3 pitches from DJ Contreras. Inside, 2-2. Good eye by Aiden. Swing and a miss on a fastball, and down goes Jabara and the Pirates. Well, it only took 8 pitches, and down go the Pirates. No runs, no hits, no errors. And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th with the Pirates trailing 5-3. But first I want to tell you about WFG Insurance. Need life insurance? Need to roll over that old retirement fund into something that won't lose money? Call Cassidy Eden or Lou Stowers at 562-266-7024 for your free personal financial checkup. We'll be back with the bottom of the 6th on the Ventura County Pirates Baseball Club YouTube channel. Bottom of the 6th we go. And the Oaks will send up the top of the order in Sean Blandino, Brady Francisco, and Jack Costello. Brody Brown into his 2nd inning of work. Throws strike 1. I think I said Brady. It's Brody. I'll get all these guys' names right by the end of the year. Another curveball, and that's sent foul. 0-2 to Blandino, who's 0 for 3. Aiden Melendez started for the Pirates with 4 innings. Was good enough with 2 runs on 6 hits, and a strikeout, 2 walks, and a wild pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball blew it by Blandino. Second strikeout for Brody, and that'll bring up Brady Francisco. Well, that's a second strikeout in a row. Brown's first pitch is a fastball, and that's up and away. So Brady Francisco has been the recipient of, or I should say, benefited from 2 errors in a couple of his at-bats. 2-0 to Brown, or from Brown to Francisco. Off-speed pitch, and that stays inside, so it's 3-0 to Francisco, who was on an error, then was wild pitched to second in the first inning, struck out looking in the third, and then walked in the fifth, and came home on the error by Tovar. Three and 1 now to Francisco. That was in the 3-run 5th inning. So Brody Brown needs to shut down the Oaks, same way that Contreras did to the Pirates at the top of the order, but not with this. Another walk given up. Second walk by Brown.
Now batting, third baseman, number 14, Jack Costello.
That brings up Jack Costello, who's 2 for 3. Francisco being held on by Tovar. Curveball, snap throw down. And back in time is Francisco, and it's 0-1 to Costello. Baggy in at second, Cisnero at short, looking for a double play. Bouncer over the glove of Akko and down into the left field corner. And stopping at third base is Francisco as Aiden Jabara gets the ball in. And Costello ends up at second base. So 1-out double. That brings up big Chris Wright.
Right fielder, number 32, Chris Wright.
Fastball up high. Wright with 1 home run. So 2 runners on and 1 out. So second and third, so no chance for a double play to get out of it, at least the conventional way. Next pitch is outside, it's 2-0. Brown. Curveball and that stays outside. So 3-0 to right. Francisco over at third, Costello at second, and a 3-0 count to right, and he takes ball 4. So third walk given up, I should say, by Brody Brown. So that's 6 overall. And George Freneau coming out to talk to Brody Brown and the Pirates infield. So the pitching woes continue for the Pirates as they kept coming back against the San Luis Obispo Blues. And that was on Sunday. Eventually lost 11-10 in 10 innings. And then finally, the Pirates will be back at home at LA Valley College tomorrow. And then again at home on Saturday, July 8th, against the Arroyo Seco Sentinels. And then added a game with the Redbirds at El Camino College in Gardena. So Bennett Markinson steps in and pops this one up, straight up into the air, right into the sun, and Brody Brown snatches it away from Andrew Trovar. That is a high, bright sky. So 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman, number 10, Dylan.
So the Pirates catch a break there. And that'll bring up Dylan Jackson, who is 0 for 2 with a walk, and was Brody Brown's first customer back in the 5th inning. Bases loaded, 2 down, curveball in for a strike. So Brody Brown trying to get out of this without giving up a run. Another curveball, and that's low. 1-1. 5-3 Oaks over the Pirates. Bottom of the 6th inning. On 4th of July. Here comes the 1-1 curveball in for a strike. 1-2. So Dylan Jackson steps in against Brown with the bases loaded, 2 outs, 1-2. Brown checks the runners. Fastball, and that's fouled away. Fouled back behind us, and it remains 1-2. Just a picture-perfect 4th of July day. Happy you can spend some time with us. Hope you can make it out to the ballpark tomorrow, Wednesday, or Saturday. And strike 3 called. Brody Brown with a breaking ball that at the last second found the strike zone. Dylan Jackson called out by Dwayne Finley. And what a job by Brody Brown. Brown strikes out 2 of the 3 and then got Markinson to pop up to himself, not himself, but to Brown. And going into the top of the 7th inning, the Pirates trail the Oaks 5-3.
The winning ticket number is 5370.
On the Ventura County Pirates Baseball YouTube channel. There we go.
537809. Please head to the press box to claim your prize. Now pitching for the Oaks, number 16, Wes Delatorre.
New pitcher for the Oaks, Wes Delatorre. 5'10", 175-pounder from Newbury Park. Still looking for a school. Has used up 2 of his years of eligibility in junior college. Comes in leading 5-3. Faces Artine Bagian. Then the top of the order, and Jovan Camacho and Andrew Cisneros. Fastball, and that's grounded on a couple of hops to Falskin, who throws him out. "6-3" on the putout. That brings up Camacho.
Now batting, right fielder number 4, Jovan Camacho.
Jovan Camacho, the top of the order, is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Scored the 3rd Pirates run. This one's grounded the other way. Nice backhanded stop by Costello, but throws it away. Jackson couldn't get it. And look at Camacho run. He's going to go all the way to 3rd. So a 1-out error by Costello. And that allows Jovan Camacho to be in scoring position at 3rd base for Andrew Cisneros.
Shortstop number 16, Andrew Cisneros.
So Cisneros is 0 for 2 with a sacrifice. Curveball, and that stays outside. 1-0 to Cisneros. Runner at third base is Camacho. Nice backhanded stop by Costello, but threw it away. Fastball, low. 2-0. So that's the old $1 million play and a 10-cent throw. Andrew Cisneros looking down the third baseline to coach George Vrano. Fastball, and that's grounded to shortstop. It's going to score a run, 6-3 putout. So an RBI for Cisneros, and that makes the score 5-4. Pirates trailing the Oaks. But a good job of hitting by Cisneros. That'll bring up Andrew Tovar. Represent the tying run. Outside for ball one with a fastball. De La Torre came in with 6 in the third innings under his belt. Off-speed pitch is outside. 2-0. No record has given up 10 earned runs and 10 hits. Gave up an unearned run here. Fastball, foul tipped into the glove. And it's 2-1 to Andrew Tovar. A pitch that fooled Tovar, was expecting a fastball, but the changeup came in, and he was way ahead of it. So it's 2-2 to Andrew, who is 1 for 3 with a base hit back in the first inning. Fastball, strike 3 called. But the Pirates do score a run without the benefit of a hit. And they don't leave anybody. We'll go into the bottom of the 7th where it's stretch time. And 5-4, Pirates trailing the Oaks. What? Hi. You're watching Ventura County Pirates Baseball on the Ventura County Pirates Baseball Club YouTube channel. And you can follow the Ventura County Pirates on social media. Go to V County Pirates for all the team news and leave your comments. That's VC County Pirates on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Mr. Mann, Sean Mann, coming up to bat, or coming up on the pitcher's mound. Hopefully to go 3 innings for George for a no. Pitching out of the stretch. Lanky right-hander and a nice cat-like catch by Andrew Cisneros to snatch the ball out of the air, smacked by Max Audet. So the Pirates have been flashing some leather, and Cisneros went up high to climb the ladder to get that line drive. So 1 down in the bottom of the 7th. On 1 pitch. Fastball pops the glove of Andrew Tovar. Strike 1 to Nick Leahy. Next pitch is a ball. And it's 1-1 with 1 down. Leahy was part of that crazy ending to the 6th inning as he fouls this back, and it's 0-2 or 1-2. Bounced the ball up the first baseline, and there was some confusion between Brody Brown and Andrew Buglino, the pitcher and catcher at the time. And Leahy went out of the baseline and was called out. So it's 2-2 to Leahy, who had an RBI single back in the 2nd inning. 2-2, and that's popped up into center field. Lockery comes in for it and puts that away. 2 down, and that'll bring up Carson Falskin.
Now batting, shortstop, number 1, Carson Falskin.
Falskin, a veteran. He'll go back to North Carolina State for his senior year. Fastball just missed up high, 1-0. Mann with the 1-0 curveball settles in low, 2-0. Fastball, and that's low, 3-0. It's starting to cool off now here in Thousand Oaks. As we're waiting for the Pirates to heat up. Here's the 3-0, and this one's hit down the right field line. On comes Camacho, but can't get it, and it's a fair ball. Going to second is Falskin, and he's going to have himself a 2-out triple. So Carson Falskin hit it down the right field line. Jovan Camacho gave it a dive but couldn't come up with it. And that puts Falskin in scoring position at third base. And here comes to the top of the order, Sean Blandino. Blandino 0 for 4. Fastball. Missed low. So 2 outs, a man at third. And the Oaks up on top of the Pirates 5-4. 5 runs on 10 hits. Fastball. Outside. 2-0. So now Mann, after 2 quick outs, has had trouble finding the strike zone. Has to come in with something. Fastball is low, 3-0. Man into the stretch, looks over at Falskin at third, and a 4-pitch walk to Blandino. Seventh walk for Pirate pitchers today. Brady Francisco steps in, who is 0 for 1, but this is his 5th plate appearance. Was on with 2 walks and an error. Scored on an error. Fastball in for a strike. So now runners at the corners with 2 outs. Tovar holding on Blandino. Falskin at third. 2 outs. 0-1 to Francisco. Mann's pitch. Outside. Just a bit outside. Two outs. 1-1 to Francisco. Runners at third and first. This one's in the dirt. Nice backhanded stop by Baglino. Mann has really been the MVP of this team. Ask him to do anything and he'll do it. Two and one with 2 outs. Inside, Mann goes. The throw is down to second. And nobody's covering at first base, and that allows the run to score on the pickoff move. They had Blandino picked off. But nobody was covering after Tovar went after Blandino, and he stays at first base, and the run scores. As Francisco calls time. Should be 3-1. It is. Well, that's a new one. This one's bounced, and it's fouled off of the foot of Francisco. 3-2. So the run has to score on an error. Now, Mann just looking to get this done. Runner goes. The pitch is swung on and missed, and that'll do it for the Pirates. But another run comes in. It's an unearned run after the triple by Carson Falskin, and a man left. We'll go to the top of the 8th inning. 6-4 in favor of the Oaks. on the Ventura County Pirates Baseball YouTube channel.
Now pitching for the Oaks, number 12, Cody Carson. Now batting, designated hitter, number 35, Sean Mann.
Top of the 8th coming up, and it'll be Sean Mann, who got 2 strikeouts, or a strikeout to end the 7th inning. And Cody Carson comes in and throwing a fastball, swung on and fouled back, and it's 0-1 to Mann. Carson, 6 foot, 180. Tell you what, if he's 6 foot, I'm 6'2". A Thousand Oaks native, and Sean Mann hits a fly ball to right field and right at Chris Wright. So 1 down. That'll bring up Andrew Buglino. Carson will be in his final year at Moore Park College.
Catcher number 6, Andrew Buglino.
Bugsy is 0 for 3. 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Line drive off of the glove of Falskin and into center field for a 1-out hit.
Now batting, third baseman number 17, Madden Hako.
That'll bring up Madanako. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored back in the 4th inning when the Pirates scored 3. Or pardon me, 2. So let's see if the Pirates will be aggressive and run the bases. I doubt it, down 2 late in the game. Curveball. Nice break to it. Strike 1 to Madanatko. Top of the 8th on 4th of July. And you're watching the Ventura County Pirates on the Ventura County Pirates Baseball Club YouTube channel. Six runs on 10 hits and an error for the Oaks. 4 runs, 5 hits, and 3 errors for the Pirates. Fastball, and that's grounded into the hole between first and second. And the Pirates are in business with 2 down, or 1 down, pardon me. Otko really needed that for his confidence. One down for Dan Lockery. George Renault going over his signs for Dan. The speedy, crafty center fielder. Curveball, and that's sent into short right field. Chris Wright is underneath it. He puts that away, and not far enough, or not deep enough, for Baglino to advance. Baglino at second, Otko at first. That'll bring up Aiden Jabara. Aiden with a good job at the plate, good day at the plate. 2 for 3 with 2 RBI. Good sinker, and that is a strike swung on and missed. Aiden out of Antelope Valley College. Swing and a miss on a slider, another breaking ball. And it's 0-2. And Cody Carson from Moore Park College. I would imagine these two have faced each other. But 2 out. Baglino at second, Otko at first, representing the tying runs, and then the breaking ball, third in a row. And that gets Aiden Jabbar and the Pirates. So the Pirates strand Baglino and Otko on 2 hits. And going into the bottom of 8th, the Oaks have a 6-4 lead over the Pirates. You're watching the Ventura County Pirates on the Ventura County Pirates Baseball Club YouTube channel. They trail the Oaks 6-4. It'll be Jack Costello, Chris Wright, and Bennett Markinson to face Sean Mann. And this one's hit high and deep into left field. Jabara goes back and just off of his glove. Going into second base is Jack Costello with the leadoff double. Thought Aiden might have had that one.
Now batting, right fielder, number 32, Chris Wright.
That was a catchable ball. And that'll bring Chris Wright to the plate. Costello with a good day at the plate. 4 for 5. And a run scored. Wright is 2 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. Fastball outside. Ball is pulled to second. Bagian throws him out over to Tovar. 4-3 on the put out, and that puts Costello at third base.
Now batting,
So 1 out.
number 4, Austin Carrillo.
That'll bring up a pinch hitter, Austin Carrillo. Pinch hitter in the 8th inning. Fastball sails up and away. Carrillo sends it into the right center field gap, and Lockery runs it down. Tagging and coming in to score is Costello to make it 7-4 on the sacrifice fly by the pinch hitter, Austin Carrillo.
Now batting, first baseman, number 10, Dylan Jackson.
First pitch to Dylan Jackson is a ball. Just missed. And it's 2-0. I just noticed this. The scoreboard here at Cal Lutheran has a speedometer for the pitches. Speed gun. 73-mile-an-hour breaking ball. And that's a called strike. So 2-1 to Jackson, who is 0 for 3 with a walk. Fouls this one at the plate, and it's 2-2 with 2 down. Man wanting to end this right now. Would love to get his 3rd strikeout. bounces that one in and is 3-2. Fastball, and that's line down the line. That's a fair ball into the corner. Jabara picks it up, gets it back in, and Dylan Jackson has a 2-out double. So Sean Mann grooved a fastball, and Jackson didn't miss it. Lined it right into the corner. And that'll bring up Max Audet. Audet looks at a breaking ball in for a strike. Audet is 2 for 4 with an RBI double in the second inning. Had a hit back in the fourth. Nice breaking ball by Mann. Swung on and missed as Audet couldn't find it. It's 0-2. Then flew out and lined out. A nice catch by Andrew Cisneros. That one's fouled off somebody's head. Either Andrew Berglino or Dwayne Finley, or both. Should be 1-2. Runner at second, a run in. 7-4, Pirates trailing the Oaks. This one's popped up foul and out of play right on the Oaks dugout. So it remains 1-2 with 2 down. Man into the stretch, looks back at Jackson, delivers the 1-2, fouled at the plate. Still 1-2. Audet being a tough at bat. Pitch is outside, and it's 2-2. Audet and Mann kind of mirror each other. Mann is 6'3", 200. Audet is 6'3", 205. Here comes the 2-2, and just outside. 3-2. So it's 3-2 with 2 outs. Runner at second, Dylan Jackson will be off with the pitch. With the Pirates trailing the Oaks 7-4. Man looks back at Jackson. Here comes. Ground ball into the hole and through into right field. Jackson is being sent home. Here comes the throw. It's high, or it would have been in time. 8-4, Oaks over the Pirates. RBI single by Max Audet. That's 2 RBI on the day. That brings up Nick Leahy. Fastball in for strike one. So RBI single makes it 8-4. Fastball up high, 1-1. Man into the stretch, looks at Ade. Curveball, and that misses. Not by much. 2-1. Ade being held on by Tovar. The pitch, fastball, inside. So Man is just missing on his pitches. Dwayne Finley being stingy with that strike zone. 3-1. Skied up into left field. Jabbar underneath it and puts it away. That wind up there playing a little havoc. But a couple of runs come in on 3 hits and a man left. We'll go to the top of the 9th. Last call for the Pirates. Trailing the Oaks 8-4. On the Ventura County Pirates Baseball Club YouTube channel. Top of the 9th we go. Ventura County Pirates Baseball on the Ventura County Pirates Baseball YouTube channel. Ventura County Pirates Baseball Club. 8 runs on 13 hits and 1 error for the Oaks. 4 runs on 6 hits and 3 errors for the Pirates. First pitch to Bagian is a short pitch, and that's ball 1. Cody Carlson in for his second inning of work. Out of the stretch, fastball right down the middle, strike 1. See if the Pirates have something left in their guns. Curveball, that's inside. 2-1. This is only Arteen's second at bat, second plate appearance. This one's lined into the gap into right center field. Right isn't going to get it. It bounces off the wall. Bagian's going to try for third. Here comes the throw from the cutoff man, and in sliding head first with a leadoff triple is Arteen Bagian. He just was not going to stop. Once he saw that get by Christopher Wright. Took a couple of hops and hit off the wall, and Bagian was off to the races. And that brings up the top of the order, and Jovan Camacho, followed by Andrew Cisneros, and then Andrew Tovar. So a runner at third with no outs, and an 88-mile-an-hour fastball is outside. Camacho has been on an error, walked, fielder's choice, and struck out. Now it's 2-0 to Camacho. Camacho, one of 3 sets of brothers on the Pirates. Bounces this one, does Carson, and in to score is Arteen Bagian, and it's 8-5. Pirates trailing the Oaks. Still with nobody out. So a triple and a wild pitch gets a run home for the Pirates, and they'll take it. (3-0) the count to Jovan Camacho. Taken all the way, and it's a fastball in for a strike. 87-mile-an-hour fastball from Cody Carson. Yeah, that's kind of fun. He got a speed gun here today. Fastball swung on and missed. And Camacho couldn't catch up with that 88-mile-an-hour fastball. Now all of a sudden it's 3-2. Carson into a stretch. Camacho bounces this one foul. Still 3-2. Camacho choking up on this 4th of July. Glad you could join us. Here comes the 3-2, and that's hacked foul. So Jovan hanging tough. Andrew Cisneros is on deck. Camacho choking up, left-handed batter, waiting for Cody Carlson's 3-2 pitch with nobody out. This one's bounced to first base, picked up by Dylan Jackson, throws over to Carson, and there's 2 away. Or check that, 1 down. 3-1 on the put out, and that brings up Andrew Cisneros.
Now batting, shortstop, number 16, Andrew Cisneros.
He'll be followed by Andrew Tovar, and if something happens, Sean Mann would come up. Cisneros is 0 for 3. Had a sacrifice bunt in the 5th inning and an RBI groundout in the 7th inning. So a run in on a triple and a wild pitch. This one's looped to first base and picked off by Dylan Jackson, and that's 2 down. So Andrew Tovar coming in, trying to keep things alive for the Pirates in the top of the ninth inning. Pitch to Tovar's low, ball one. Andrew is 1 for 4, had a base hit to right in the first inning. Fastball low again, but Tovar went for it and fouled it off. So Cody Carson with the count 1-1 with 2 down, top of the ninth. Curveball, nasty. Strike 2. 1-2, so it's match point now for the Pirates. Two outs, 1-2 count. Fastball is outside. So you can hear the Conejo Oaks bench cheering on Cody Carson. 2-2, 2 outs. Andrew Tovar has something to say about it. Fastball, and that's bounced to first. He'll take it himself, does Dylan Jackson. Makes the third out, and that's the ball game. 3 unassisted. And the Conejo Oaks snap a 2-game losing streak, improved to 8-10 with an 8-5 win over the Ventura County Pirates. 8 runs on 13 hits and an error, and 5 runs on 7 hits and 3 errors. For the Pirates. Well, our player of the game, well, the winning pitcher, let's go over that, is DJ Contreras. And let's see, for DJ, that is his first win, so he's 1-0. And the losing pitcher would be J.P. Kerr. So on 4th of July, not a whole lot of bombs bursting, but the Pirates did it in for themselves again. Had that one inning where they gave up 3 runs on 2 walks and 2 errors. But they did try to come back. Actually, they did come back. Had the game tied at 4. And just couldn't survive after that. So congratulations to the Conejo Oaks with an 8-5 win over the Ventura County Pirates. So our player of the game, Madanako, had 2 hits and a run score. Artine Bagian had a triple and a run score. Jovan Camacho had 2 runs score. And Aiden Jabara had a 2-run single back in the 4th inning. So take your pick there. I'll let you pick. And then Sean Mann came in the 7th inning and pretty much shut down the Oaks. But it was Brody Brown, actually, who was our pitcher of the game. Did not give up a run. Only gave up 1 hit and struck out 3. So Brody Brown is definitely our flame of the game. So the Ventura County Pirates fall to the Conejo Oaks 8-5. And tomorrow, the Pirates will be at home against a tough Arroyo Seco Sentinels team at 4 p.m. And that's when we'll join you on the Ventura County Pirates Baseball Club YouTube channel. For Marissa Weiss, George Freneau, and everyone else that helps put this broadcast together, this is Lou Stowers telling you the final score from Sparky Anderson Field on the campus of Cal Lutheran University in Thousand Oaks, California. 8-5 Conejo Oaks over the Ventura County Pirates. Until tomorrow, so long. And happy 4th of July.